Welcome to the Magma Classroom. This particular classroom series focuses on the basics of digital painting, starting with the fundamentals of value, shapes, light, and color. We've done a good few apples and spheres already in previous lessons, tried our hands at some more interesting still life studies, broken down simple landscapes, and even run a gauntlet of timed exercises to speed up the learning process. This weekly hangout is intended for the determined beginner, and we'll take our time to explore each subject and learn together. I'm your host Ryan, the resident painter and caffeinated Wookiee at Magma, and while I grab a tea refill here, you can find all the instructions for joining me on the canvas in the description below. Ready your drawing tablet, we'll be getting started shortly. Hello everybody, hello, how you doing? Welcome to the classroom. We're going to do another 1 hour study session today, another set of mushrooms. So if you want to join along, you can find all the information in the stream description below. There will be first a link to join the Magma Artspace, the Magma Classroom Artspace, and then from there you can follow the link to the canvas. And when you do, you'll be able to pick one of these canvases down below, and yeah, you'll be able to do your thing. So get my chair right. But before we dive in, I just want to announce a little something going on. We're here to learn, sharpen our skills, right, in the classroom. But if you want to step that up, Schoolism is running their seasonal sale where you get $100 off, making it $200 for an annual subscription. You get access to, if I remember correctly, it's just over 50 courses and also weekly seminars. And these are from just amazing instructors. A lot of my artistic heroes are there: Nathan Fowkes, Bobby Chu, Jonathan Hardesty. So even Ian McKaig's got a workout there. Who else is there? Craig Mullins. So lots of really good stuff. If you want to sharpen your skills, check it out. Really affordable artistic education, especially if you want to get into the entertainment art industry, because a lot of them have got experience in that. Then also our friends over at Wacom are doing a $100 off deal on the Wacom One drawing tablet. So if you're looking for an affordable display tablet, whether it's your first one or you just need an affordable upgrade, then this could be something for you to consider. Wacom obviously has a solid reputation of years of really good devices. I've got a number of them myself, a number of the screenless tablets, which I absolutely love, and they still keep going year after year after year. So yeah, that's something just to be aware of. Now, on to our classroom session. Oh, something I do want to mention as well, we have been having some slight issues since the update of Magma this week. If you are having trouble creating new canvases, that is a known issue, and one way to get around that, so far from what I've found, is if you go to an existing canvas and you open up your sequence panel and then create a new canvas in the sequence, you'll have a new canvas to work on. But do be patient on that front. Now, let's talk painting. So we're looking at mushrooms. Okay. For those of you who are totally new, that's fine. I'll walk you through a little bit of my process. If you've been joining these for a little while already, then feel free to dive right in. I'm going to put on a little quiet tune, a little quiet piano tune. There we go. Okay, so just to briefly run through things over here. If you haven't noticed, we also have a bunch of new brushes available. So if you want to test those out, you can feel free to do that. Hello, Everest, Rodek, and who's here on the canvas, on the first canvas with me? Ice Cream and Special Cornflake. Great names. So if you guys want to grab one of the canvases below, you can, or you can draw on the canvas with me. Just leave a little room for the rest of us. Before we start drawing, it's always good to just analyze what we're looking at. And so we've got a lot of round and sphericalness to work with in this. So let's get a nice color here. So yeah, a lot of round forms is kind of wheel-like form. Okay, so we keep that, but it does dome up. It's not like a hard squarish edge. It rounds over. So keep that in mind. Things are quite dark under here, obviously, a little shadow area. And where is our light source coming from? It's pretty much directly above by the seam of things. The way that we've got like a bit of shadow in here, shadow here. So it's quite a straightforward sort of lighting setup. Maybe just a bit behind, or directly above, I think. Switching to grayscale, we can get a little sense of our values. It's always nice to simplify things a little bit here. We've got some very clear dark shapes underneath. So when we break things down into our shapes, look for those. It's easier if you turn things to grayscale like this, just to try and group values together. And if you want to do that, you can just go to your view and show in grayscale, and then you can switch back. I've set a hotkey to it, so it's pretty quick and easy for me. Why is my... There we go. And the other interesting thing are these little gooey droplets that seem to be oozing from here. With the light source being a little more difficult to read, these are a little more tricky, but the way drops work like this is the light comes through, and you'll notice that, where's a good one? This is maybe a good one. It's darker towards the side where the light is coming from, and the light pierces through it, and it tends to be lighter down here. So when you're doing droplets, that's kind of the way it goes. You'll notice like these little highlights along the bottom side where light is sort of refracting in and bouncing around, whereas the other side is darker. So yeah, let's dive into it. I won't talk too much. Actually, who am I kidding? Of course I'm going to talk plenty. I will run you through my process, and I have drawn on the layer I did not want to draw on. Oh well, let's see how far back I can go. That's about it. I'm going to just grab this image again and paste over what I've done, just so I can put my lines. There we go. Okay, hey Klondice, welcome. Seems everyone's got a space. Okay, ice cream's on the canvas with me. Okay, so let's jump to it. Shifting this over here so I can read comments. If you do have any questions, feel free to type them into the stream chat or on the canvas chat. All right, start menu doesn't want to go away. Okay. The first thing I like to do is drop in a background, and I'm going to play with our new brushes a bit, I think. One that's nice for blocking in is the streaky one towards the bottom. I'll play with that. So what is our colors in the background? I want to work from the back forward to me, so I'm going to find a bit of desaturated color here. Obviously this image looks like it's been altered quite a bit, so it's definitely on the cooler side. If I need to create a new canvases, thanks Ice Cheryl, you don't need to start a call. You can tune in. Well, you should, if you can hear this, you're on the stream already. Cool. And sweet. Okay. What color do I have here? Okay, I want to go a little bit more desaturated than that. Do we need more canvases at the bottom? I think it should be. We've still got some room. Let's duplicates. Okay, one, duplicates. 1, 2, 3. Clondas, you want to? Additional canvases are locked. Oh, okay. Sorry, my mistake. I thought fully blazed. What type of mushroom the pink one is? I can tell you in a moment. Let me just set blaze for that. Classroom. Go. Okay, if you refresh your page, you should be able to then access the other canvas space. I'll make a new one as well, a little further down the line. Photos takes a little while to set up. You never know how many people are going to get, so I don't like to make too many canvases. But there is more now. If you scroll over. Okay. Continue. Right, so I was doing the thing. I was putting in a background. The music's pretty soft. Just let me know if that's too loud or not. Okay. Now you can either, once you've put in your background, I'm going to add in just a little bit of variation. First, we're going to do very desaturated. Ryan, you clown. I've done it again. Oh, because Condas actually layer. Let's try that again. There we go. Saturated brown. Goes quite high. It's a bit more bluish in the shadows. That's definitely something I'm noticing here as well. If you look at our colors, overall, it's a very bluish, cold image. It's definitely this sort of blues shadows. Just keep that in mind. It's kind of darker. I'm just sort of laying in a rough background. It's not incredibly important. Leave it at that. And now we can either start diving straight into dropping in paint, or we can sketch things out first. So just roughly sketch things in. What I want. That's cherry. Okay. So now we look at the overall shape of it. I'm going to sketch things in first. Go through the whole process. I want to sketch things in first. So I'm looking for basic shapes. I want to see how I can fit everything into one rough shape. here, and I also want to look for lines that are I can work with relative to my background, seeing what sort of shapes the negative space is, because I'm trying to copy the reference, right? Here, I'm trying to recreate what's in front of me. So if I look at start with that. Actually higher, that's part of my problem. Very sketchy at first, but that's fine. So we're going to over our ugly sketch lines. Commented. Oh, I was late. That's okay. Kirby. You can still join in. We've got canvases down below if you want to come in and edit. All the information's in the stream description. You'll have to first join Classroom Artspace. Cool, we got a nice turnout of peeps today. Nice. So yeah, I'm just trying to get, it doesn't have to be perfect, just trying to get these rough shapes. Here, down. Functions. Oh, oops, little canvas refresh there. Internet has been super dodgy. My there's Crackers Crackers is here. Welcome, welcome. So we've got okay, you found your way around. Just know that you aren't used. I wasn't sure if I needed to explain the sequence panel. The start is generally, the overall shape. So looking at that whole thing, and then adding in. And so far, we down. Probably start dropping in color now. Oh, this one. Front. Brain Dreamer, no, there's no blending tool. So if you want to blend, the best way to approach that is with a lower opacity. So I'm going to try not to color pick from your reference either. And try to find the color wheel. So I'll do an example here just with the very basic brushes. Blend. Oops, let's put my layer below. So I'm use my sketch. There you go. Road layer. What have I done? done something. Okay, so let's. So we've got this light. Cool light. So let's make it warmer. So for this, the easiest thing to do is drop your density and opacity. Set your density to sensitive. I'll turn off the size to pressure and add in a bit of color there. So you notice the edges, especially if I drop the hardness, especially the edges get much softer. It's like an airbrush, or you can just pick the softer brush. And then dropping in that first bit, now I can start to color pick a little back and forth from the main color. You get like a smooth transition like that. Colors going back and forth. But with these characteristics, we have your density set to pressure, maybe you have a lower density and a lower opacity as well, and a slightly lower hardness. Then you can get that smooth transition. Make sense? Cool, no problem. Back to normal. And if you're not seeing all of these settings that are here, all you got to do, click the gear icon, select the full mode, the full range of settings. Saturated, desaturated. So the reason I say don't cut from, as I'm sure people are tired of hearing me say this, I say don't cut it from your reference is because our understanding of how color works, if you ask questions in our brains about what we're actually seeing, what's the color doing. And if you just color pick, it eliminates all of that thinking. Really. I mean, if you're in a rush, I'd rather first try and find the colors and then try and find my colors and make a little color palette for myself. To the shadows, doodler. Yeah, I can find that. And then color pick from the palette that you create. And you show the picture references. Have you got it on my camera? Oh, you. Sorry. I'll bring that over for you. As you guys. Just a moment. Might be okay. Right. A moment. Okay. No problem. Always take over that layer if you want to by just double clicking on the layer. If you want to adjust it. Right. Okay, So I haven't got my reader. I'm just going to shift down to 1 minutes. Now I'll start with your fully opaque color. I'll start blending things in. Shapes right first. So you can be darker there. This. That's fun dice going with the different color scheme there. Cool. Yeah, I also brought in this blue one because it looks amazing. And gives a nice. I know some people on our Monday stream already painted this top one, so it's not to then apply it. Interesting. Taking the same kind of different color scheme. Ah, thanks. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I'm late. It's been so bad the last 2 days. I had lots of issues. But it seems to just correct itself after a moment. Sorry about that. I think we need to go get a new internet provider because I'm not happy with what I'm paying for. Ooh, I've been talking so long, I'm 30 now in. I'll spend a little extra time today because that. It's quite dark as well. I'm going to worry about these little lines underneath the that's kind of the last thing. It's like a finer detail. First color. it's also helpful to just squint your eyes. Now when I do that, I realize I'm not getting my colors right. Drawing has... I think we all go through those, right? We have those days we just can't seem to draw and paint properly. The eyes don't want to cooperate, the hand doesn't want to cooperate. But it's been happening to me a lot the last few days. Guys, I'm making progress there. Good. Sorry, I'm not talking too much. I'm just trying to concentrate, get my head back in it. I'm sure it's a relief. Finally, Ryan is quiet. Let's pick a groove in here. Oh, someone was asking about what type of mushroom this is. Quickly do a... No. Quickly do a search, because I forget. My computer's running at like half the speed of my brain, which is already quite slow. So it's not good if your computer runs like that. One name that pops up is the rosy vein cap. Rosy vein cap. There is another thing. I think it's the same one that we painted on Monday, the same family, which some have said is the Rhodotus palmatus. I don't know how accurate that is. Is there not doing very well at it? Did you even go to art school, bro? To capture some of this roundness. Let's change the music. Yes, you are most welcome to. If you want to change the colors, do something different. I mean, the main thing is, I mean, it doesn't have to be the same colors, but maybe try and keep to the same, change in colors, like the value shifts and the temperature shifts, keeping those sort of the same. But this is really about you challenging yourself in the areas where you feel like you want to focus for the session. So even if you want to do just black and white, grayscale studies of this, you are most welcome to do that. In keeping to the colors, maybe we kind of figure out new color schemes, color palettes, and just kind of build an understanding of color of what's in front of us. But some people are really comfortable with color already. Play around with different things. So that's why I put the blue on there, just in case people wanted to try a different color palette for these. So now we'll get people at different levels joining our sessions. No problem, Klondice. Well, I mean, you're welcome to come back at another time if you want to still work on it. But the thumbnail that looks, from my view, looks pretty cool. Trying to get in these little blobs as well. Weird and wonderful blobs. One on the side here. A little bit more saturation in there. Sorry, Quackers Crackers, were you asking about something about your log, or were you just pointing something out? So you've got it a bit detailed. Something about a detail? Let's have a quick look. Oh, I see what you mean, like when it's quite detailed there. Nice, which brush is this? It's like one of the... it's one of the... It's a few different things there. Nice to see you playing around with those brushes. That's not canvas. Yeah, so I'm hoping with some of the brushes that we brought out, it's going to help getting some textures a little easier. I'm currently using one of the chalky ones. What is this? Chalky 2. Yeah. I quite like the chalk look. But I dropped the spacing down over here to just make things a little tighter. And the sort of veiny texture on them I'm leaving until much later. It's kind of the last thing that I want to add in. Because that's right on the surface. Get everything underneath it right first. I see we have a couple of people viewing who might not be on the canvas. Hello. If you want to join in, you can still. We have limited time left on the stream, but you're welcome to spend some time studying these mushrooms for as long as you like after the stream. Find all the info in the stream description for how to join. Canvas refresh. How are you guys finding the study? Is it a bit of a challenge for you? As much of a challenge for you as it is for me, it seems today. Definitely not having the easiest time of this. One of those days. One of those days. Already got an idea for next week's study, which I thought we could look at kintsugi objects that have been patched up with the gold. Ceramic objects. Broken ceramic objects that have been fixed. So I think we'll get a nice range of different textures to play with. Some shiny gold and some less shiny ceramic. Or less reflective, should I say. That'll be Monday and Thursday next week. My form still isn't right. Yeah, okay. Redder. Here as well. Good. No problem, no problem. Of course, it's a little later in your side of the world. Which is why we also have the other one on Mondays at a time slot that hopefully works for some other folks in different time zones. That one happens at midday Central European time. So it makes a nice lunch break study for some who are working or at school. I didn't get my colors right. Bugger. Ah, stretch. Yeah. How far off am I in my colors, actually? Yeah, it just needs a bit more saturation. So I'm going to go really low opacity, intensity, kind of just brush over it. So we have just under 10 minutes left of the stream, officially. But if you want, I'm gonna stick around a little longer. I'm gonna stick around. It's quite a bit to tackle in just an hour. Yeah, I know the feeling. I kind of feel like I've spread myself a little thin. Yeah, it's good to see how we go with that time though. And the idea is obviously not perfect drawings, right, or perfect paintings. So don't let it get you down if it is. Because after an hour, it's maybe good to also, take a step back and assess. Okay, well, I could have done this a little better. I could have done that a little better. Because if we don't put a time limit on things, sometimes we just spend way too much time being indecisive, which is the story of my life. So it's good sometimes to have that time limit, even if you don't get a particularly good result, just so that you're forced to put the pen down and assess the situation. On Monday we just did one mushroom. That was maybe a little bit easier to tackle. From the perspective of getting a good result on one thing. Yeah, we got so many people I can't even see. I was saying, there we go, knocking out that one mushroom. Yeah, variety is the spice of life. Good advice there, Rain Dreamer. Yeah, they're like the last thing you want to put in, and you almost want to see past them to see what's going on with the colors behind it, or in the shadowy sections, and defining that first before actually adding in the gills. They themselves are a little tricky because, you know, they fall out of shadow into the light a little bit in points. So obviously, like underneath, they've got a bit of shadow, but then here there's a bit more light. But it's a cool pink. Maybe not that cool, maybe a little brighter than that. But what you can then do is just do the solid color and then go lightly with a soft flow to pressure, density to pressure brush. It's a bit bigger. To lightly go over the top of it. Stealing from the reference. Yeah, that does speed things up. It does speed things up. I should have actually said maybe at the beginning one can just do a single mushroom or go for the full image. But if you want to practice your color, then try not to color pick. So we're forced to think about the colors. Why is it so small? Maybe I can add in red globule under here. It's here. I've got this. Yeah, not perfect paintings, but problem solving, the act of problem solving. Just putting that time in to think about things. But of course, it's frustrating when you don't get a result that you want. But it happens. It happens, and that's okay. It's kind of like a sketchbook session. Study, make a mess, get it wrong. There's nothing wrong with getting it wrong. to get such, I suppose, stage fright with doing stuff like this. There are other people around. I used to do some live painting and drawing at events. It used to make me so nervous. Because I know how slow I work and it takes me a long time to figure things out. And then there's the pressure of other people watching you. Oh man, I can't screw this up. Thankfully here, hopefully no one feels that kind of pressure here in the classroom. It is study, it's just learning together. Doesn't matter what sort of skills you've got. Oops, that was a bit much. What happened here? Special complex. Strange. Just having a little look at what it's doing. Cool. If you want to emphasize the areas where the light is hitting, you want to create a bit more contrast. So like, for example, my area here, it's a little light in the background. I would like it to be a little bit stronger. So I'm going to go for a lower value. That's too saturated. go towards brown. Just darken that area out so that the light stands out a bit more. Time for your gaming session. Cool, well enjoy. Thanks for joining us. Quackers, crackers. His name gives me a chuckle. And yeah, we do this every week. Mondays as well, at a different time slot. So if you want to join us then, good to see you. But otherwise, have fun, have fun. And you can always come back to your canvas, right? Or you should be able to. I might have to make some adjustments. Who of you are... I suppose I could actually check this myself. I don't really need to ask. So who of you are Blaze subscribers? Magma Blaze. Was everyone on the free plan? Okay, we are 10 minutes past the hour. Little update. So if any of you were just wanting to do only the hour, we are now done. However, I'm going to noodle around for just a little bit longer. Well, hopefully not noodle. I hope I do something constructive before I go and continue with another painting that I must get done in a hurry. Great work on your mushrooms, guys. Very cool. Little switcheroo here. Cycle through the canvases. Oh, getting those dots and the veins in. Nice. Rain Dreamer. Ooh, these are cool. That's a fun play of color that Klondike was doing here. Products, nice cool colors. The globules in. Looking great. Those veins are looking awesome on there. Nice one here too by Iced Cherry. Nice full opaque strokes. Yeah, looking good. Looking good. those veins are going to be an interesting one to add. And then we had crackers. Crackers. Nice. Very interesting. Seeing how everyone handles their reference material. Who we got here? OG Bob. Hello, OG Bob. An anonymous user. Are you here to paint, sir? No, so it's gone. I need to get my veins sorted out. I need two. Towards the top, they kind of blend in with the light. Let's turn that pressure off. It's very tricky, very tricky. Very tricky getting these veins right. Trying to follow the pattern that it's making, while at the same time paying attention to the shift in color and value. You don't have to get every line perfectly defined. It's about giving the impression. Eyes fill in a lot of the detail for us. Okay, I think I'm going to stop there for now. Need to go get on with some other tasks. But I want this to be bigger first before I go. This was quite a challenging one, not gonna lie. But I'm glad you guys stuck through, pushed through. Why is my color not appearing? Oh, it is sort of appearing. I'm on the wrong layer, no wonder nothing is working. Yeah. How did I end up on that layer anyway? That's so weird. Anyway. So next week, Kintsugi will be the theme or the subject. I'll find some ceramic pieces that have been patched up with gold, so we'll have some different textures to play with. I will show you a basic thing on how to paint gold and how to maintain that when it's like elements fitting through cracks. Maintain the look, maintain the reflectivity, and all those golden characteristics without messing up the rest of the painting. Anyway, so thank you very much, guys. It is, for me, it's going towards the weekend, so I hope that you have a good weekend. Lots of rest, have lots of fun, and hopefully I'll see you again in the classroom next week. Feel free to keep drawing. If you do want to save your drawing, then perhaps it's a good idea before you leave to export your file. Either share it as a PNG if you want a flattened image, or export it as a PSD so you can keep the layers and everything and work on that at a different time. Great, Ice Cherry. We're glad to have you here for your first time. Hope to see you again in future ones. We're going to keep sharpening our skills here. Okay. Let's behave responsibly, everyone. I will see you again next week.